Alright everyone, welcome. Today we're doing a deck profile on this Marincess list that actually got first or locals. How many players were there in total?
Oh god, we had 4 rounds.
Probably about 16.
About
16?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe give her something like that, yeah.
So what made you want to play this deck over other decks right now?
So I was actually working on trap tricks, because I'm testing out different decks to prepare for the YCS coming up. And I just finished Marincess today, but I knew a lot of the lines, so I was like, you know, let's give it a try. Worked really well because you run like 20 non-engine hand traps and shit. So it's just, it's stupid.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and get into the actual profile itself now.
Oh yeah. So first of all, I'm running a Sleepy Maiden. I think it's a better extender than Mandarin. Also, it protects the Battle Ocean, so if you're relying on the unaffected body to get you through games where decks just can't out a Bubble Reef that's like 5k attack or something, it's really good. I'm running 3 Springirl. This is pretty self-explanatory, it's just an extender. 3 Pascalus. It kind of feels like a win more card because if you open it and Blue Tang, I feel like going into Blue Tang is better into hand traps than going into Pascalus. I'm running 3 Sea Horse, just another extender, but you know, you kind of need the links on the board, and if you're going second, you really just want to do bodies that can put themselves on the board without needing specific things. 1 Mandarin. Mandarin is like, okay. Every time I used it, it was only because it was the worst extender I had, but I had all of the other extenders I needed. For non-engine, I'm running 3 Nibiru, as well as 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Droll and Lockbird, 3 Effect Veiler, 2 DD Crow, and that's it for the monster hand trap lineup. I saw this stuff like all day today. There was a game I had against Orcus Taurus where I opened Lancea, Imperm, Ash, and Blue Tang, and then I top decked Marincess Wave, so he just couldn't play and I just went full combo. For the spells, I'm running 1 Battle Ocean, as well as 2 Dive. This is pretty self-explanatory. Dive is incredible. I kind of missed Battle Ocean a few times today, where either Angel got ashed or impermed, or they got rid of the Battle Ocean, and I really wanted it to be able to continue making a bigger board. 2 Triple Tack, as well as 3 Prosperity. These didn't really conflict because if they ashed Prosperity, I just looked at their hand with Triple Tack. 3 Imperm, and then 1 Wave. And the 3 Imperm rounds out the hand trap lineup. The deck performed really well. I went 3 wins, 1 tie, and my matchups were round 1 I played against Dinomorphia, round 2 I played against Orcus Taurus, I believe, and then I can't remember my round 3, and then round 4 was against the Labyrinth, and Labyrinth we just tied. There was 8 seconds left on the clock and I went battle phase and then just smacked him up.
That's what he does.
And then for the extra deck, I'm running 1 Argonaut. This was the one that I mostly made today. The only times I don't make it, the only times I make Bubble Reef instead of it is whenever I have a bunch of hand traps and I'm like, I can safely make Bubble Reef to try to draw into stuff for next turn. 1 Coral Triangle. This card came up a lot because if they cleared my board, I would go Coral Triangle to banish and then summon link monsters from my graveyard whose total links equaled 3. 1 cheating code. This as soon as I get Zelantis, this is coming out, so this is supposed to be a Zelantis. I actually used it today though, and it drew into Ash Veiler, and I didn't get to kill, so my opponent was just like, yeah, you've got like 5-6 cards in hand, I'll just give it to you. 1 Marbled Rock. Just this kind of is good for the grind game. It's one of the things I banish off Prosp. I also banish Shooting Code off Prosp a lot. 2 Anemone. Card is crazy. People run Splash Mage. I think that Crystal Heart is just more impactful though, because if you Crystal Heart and link off into the big links with Battle Ocean up, that means that if the deck you're playing against can't out a Towers, then it's going to be extremely rough, especially if you make Bubble Reef and just make it like 5k, 6k off of banishing things. 2 Blue Slug and 2 Sea Angel. Dive really helped the deck out, so Sea Angel has a lot more importance now. 1 Dweller because we're in Snake Eye format, 1 Bahamut, and 1 Toad. And that rounds it out for the extra deck. And my side deck is kind of scuffed, not gonna lie, so I'm running 3 Lancea. It came up like maybe once today just because I played against Orcus Taurus. 3 Mourner because this is better under Shifter. I got Shifter today and it made me pass turn on Bahamut Shark. 3 Summon Limit. Summon Limit just really good against Snake Eye. Didn't play Snake Eye today though. 3 Judgment, just generically good, especially if they're gonna go evenly and you usually make Argonaut, but this is just for like other things. And then 3 Evenly. Didn't even sight in evenly today. I just saw hand traps. I just sighted in hand traps, that's all I did.
Interruption's always good.
Yeah. But that was the deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to subscribe to me and Box of Juice here, I'm Asmafet, and we'll see you guys later.
Okay, so I've got 3 questions that I'm going to always do at the end of these deck profiles.
Yeah.
And the first question is, how much approximately does this deck cost as of March 2024?
This deck was like kind of pennies. I don't think I spent over 100 on this deck, to be honest. Though I had all the hand traps and stuff. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have the hand traps, it's probably going to be more. But the Marincess engine on its own is pretty cheap. I think the most expensive thing is probably Blue Slug or something. Okay.
And how does this deck go into the Snake Eye matchup?
Pretty good if you go first. Going second, kind of hand dependent because you need to open like 2 to 3 hand traps to really stop their turn. Since you can't run Shifter because it hurts you too, it makes it a lot worse going into a Snake Eye board. But establishing like Argonaut to negate Wanted is really good, especially with like 4 cards in hand.
And the last question, so the big 3 hand traps of this format are Shifter, Droll, and Nib. Ash, Valor, it's kind of mid, but it's just good against everything, so everyone plays it. How does this deck play into those hand traps? Does it end your turn?
I got drolled twice today and I didn't care.
You just kept going?
I got
like, it doesn't even matter.
I literally got drolled on Battle Ocean Search from Angel and I was like, I do not care. It just did full combo
now,
anyway.
What about Shifter?
Shifter, genuinely, it kind of depends because you can still end on a board, but it's really bad because you kind of need grave recursion and you have a lot of effects in grave and stuff that adds from grave to hand. So Shifter and Bell do a lot of damage to the deck, but it's not like end all be all. With certain hands, you can play through Shifter, you can play through Bell relatively easily, depending as well. If you open just Blue Tang though, and you get Belled or you get like Shiftered, you're just like, yeah, this is not gonna do it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you for all the info. Congratulations on first place.
Thank you.
And I'll link everything down in the description. I'll do a YDK so people can grab.
Hell yeah.
I'll even do a TCG player roundup, so they'll have everything.
See you guys.
See you.